second attempt because, I don't know, it's kind of weird. Sometimes when I, like, talk to a camera, like, I think I just need to get used to it, but I'm talking with someone, got everything in my mind, right? I can think properly, I can really think. Maybe because they're asking me questions, so maybe I'm gonna act like the camera is asking me a question. The camera is asking me, why is getting rich young an illusion? Let's go. So we're back. We have this new setup. Paper, a few word points. Because last video was just not that good. Need a little bit more preparation, you know? So, let's get straight into it. Getting rich young is an illusion. I think that's true. I think a lot of young people, myself included, when previously I thought, you know, getting rich young was, you know, what I'm supposed to do, you know. But then you question it, and then I came to a realization that's not what I really want, you know. Like, you have to find out what you really want. I think that's really important. Because at the end of the day, it's like, what's going to make you happy? People think you're going to get rich when you're young, but no. You can ask millionaires, okay? I think it's obvious, but actually a lot of people don't realize it. But, you know, if you ask millionaires, you even see clips and stuff, when you get rich, that's not what makes you happy. It's not what makes you happy. And if you go from, like, let's say 5 million a year to 200 million, you can have a 2-week short burst of dopamine. It actually doesn't do much, okay? You need a real life purpose, a real life way of living. I think a lot of young people think they need to achieve success, and they don't even have their own definition of success, because success isn't just, it can't be defined by like one thing. I think everyone almost assumes success is having money, having, I don't know, like independence, you know. Everyone has their own definition of success. You live your own life. Like, you're not going to follow someone else's definition of success, you know. I think at one point, what I wanted, my definition of success was, I don't need a lot of money. I can live somewhere with a little bit of passive income and just like surf every day, you know. At the time I was really into surfing. That's like my definition. It always changes. There's nothing wrong with it changing, but that, for example, was what I wanted, you know. And I think maybe I thought earning 10, 20k a month, I can do that, but no, you actually don't. I could go to an island, I could work a part-time job, and I could get that. Like, it's not that hard. I think you just need to break it down. Let's look at the paper. Let's look at something we need to remind ourselves. Experiences is one of the points. I think this is very important. I think being broke and young is super underrated. I think this is actually what a lot of rich people say. Like, being young, like, you're almost supposed to be poor. You're almost supposed to struggle with money. Like, it's just super, super underrated. Like, you have to do things in a certain way. Like, you have to figure things out. You have to use your mind. It makes it fun, right? Like, imagine you're just born into a wealthy family and you got no adversities and problems. You just pay money. Like, how boring is that? That's another big reason why you just shouldn't get rich young. Like, of course it sounds very arrogant when I can say this, but don't take it like as I say. You know what I mean if I say this, but like, I don't want to get rich right now. Like, I don't want to get rich. I think it's overrated. I think I'm not saying that like I can just get rich like that. Like, if that's what I really wanted, then maybe that would happen. That's not what I want. I don't even know exactly what I want, but I know that's not what I want, and that's very important. So, yeah, there's that. Experiences. Being young and broke is super fun. I mean, I went on a trip. I've been traveling quite a bit, and every time I've been traveling, I haven't had like too much money, and it's like way more fun, especially when you're with friends. That's why it's way more fun. And here's another point. Every millionaire, the most enjoyable part of their life is the journey of getting rich, you know. And I would say for most of them, the journey of getting rich was because they were doing something they wanted to do, and they worked so hard at it, and that's what makes it so fun. It's not being at the top that makes you happy, makes you have the most fun. It's that journey of getting rich. I mean, it makes sense, right? You don't finish a game and then you're like, oh, I'm so much more happy now. It's during the game when you're going through all the levels, you're having fun, you're excited to reach this point. So, there's that. I'm trying to think. Is there any other points I've missed? I can never think properly. I feel like I'm going to get used to this eventually, talking to a camera. Because when you just... Because this is what always happens. Before I go to sleep at night, I'm like thinking in my mind, I'm like, oh, I could say this. I could say this point. I could say this point. So I wrote down a few words, but I don't think we need to force it. I think you're just going to let it come natural. If you have any questions, ask me in the comments. If I missed something big, maybe I'll make another video on it. But there's that. I think, yeah, getting rich young is an illusion. I think it's true. I think it's very true. I think a lot of rich people, funny enough, will actually say that's true as well. You don't need to get rich young. Like, what for? Like, when you really think about it, just question it. Question it. Why do you want that? What will it give you once you have that? Is that really what you want? Break it down. Keep asking questions until you break it down. You realize you don't even want it. So there's there. Okay, there's that. Yeah. Keep it high thumos. And see you guys in the next one.